Alright, moving ahead on this chassis for the Zenith 439. We've managed to gut some parts out of this chassis. We yanked the band switch out, all that assembly. Let me see if we can get this into some better light. I guess one could get enough cleaning agent on the wafers and the contacts with it still in the machine, but it'll be a touch and go situation, especially since this coil is right in front and you don't have a great deal of space to work in. And then fine wires go right up onto a few of those lugs in there. The center one would be a real pain in the booty. The back one I think you could probably get good enough. But I decided to chew my tail off and extract the whole assembly. Yeah. Well, I love chewing my butt. I do it every day. You stupid bunny. Okay, now the oscillator coil and the tremor assembly for the band and short waves came out of there real nice and easy like. It wasn't too much of a hassle. The wave trap is a little touch and go thingy. These real tiny coils, man, they're really a pain in the butt, because the wires are so delicate on the thing, and if I don't know how in the hell they put this machine together. I mean, I've seen soldering coppers that they used back then, and they were huge. I don't know how in the hell they managed to get in there to get all of those done. I've never seen one put together. I haven't seen a video on or archive footage of them manufacturing these radio chassis. But I mean, look at that. I mean, that is. Let's see if we can get better light on that thing. I mean, it is just chock full of crap. And you hit the wrong spot and you're liable to break something. I mean, it's just it's not, like I say, it's not for the faint of heart. If you better stick to regular AM only radios, the kind that are pristine, that everybody else is doing on YouTube. They don't have to do anything with the cabinet except rub a little bit. They don't do any cabinet work. And the excuse is, well, I'm not a carpenter. Well, neither am I. I was a dumb construction worker all my life, so and a day laborer and some other things. And that gives you the testicle fortitude to take on more than your mouth can cover. So, and you refine your techniques. Most of the other ones just go straight forward. I mean, there's no adaptation. And you need to adapt in order to be able to cope with a lot of the tedious and tight working conditions. We're going to pull the tuner off of this thing, and there is the two on the front side of the tuner rack. The other one is buried way down there. And you cannot get to this with the oscillator and the band switch in the way. But this is probably my guess, is that that's the reason why a lot of the other restorers on YouTube choose all the pristine radios that don't require a great deal of thought and a great deal of work. I mean, I think a high school kid could probably handle it. But you need one of these. And that's a lot of extra work for them old fogies that are set in their ways and aren't cabinet people, not woodworkers, and struggle to get a restoration and can do it in 20 minutes. You got to be able to well, I guess this is thinking out of the box. But getting stuck in a box is not too bad either, you know. I mean, as long as you know your limitations. Like Yoda says, do or do not. There is no try. So, now what we got to there, we're going to go ahead and try to get this in a more controlled environment. Clean it up a little bit so that we can see everything. I'm going to go ahead and go so far as to extract the antenna coil from the chassis, because the chassis really needs to be cleaned up on its exterior, because somebody said something that kind of sent me thinking there in the last video. I think this thing was in a flood. Although maybe not entirely submerged, but, well, maybe not a flood, but maybe exposed to a wet condition where things got wet. See, like this here, it's got all that red, all this red hue to everything. That's even got some of it there. Haven't noticed it too much on this wafer switch, although there is telltale there. But on the, it's really evident on the chassis. I think it probably got wet. It was loaded up with dust and dirt and shit. Well, maybe not shit, but other crap. And then it got wet, and then it caked, and that's what we see. That's what we see here. So we gotta extract everything that we can off of this chassis. And I had noticed also that let's see if we can get a good shot of it here. This IF can right here, it has a red lead that comes out of there, and I think that red lead is part of the primary coil that ties into B+. And this red wire has been baked. I mean, it's been cooking. So it's pretty, the insulation on it is pretty much thinned out and is an issue. So I'm probably going to have, well, I'm going to go ahead and pull that. I think that is the first IF. I could be wrong, but it could be the first IF. The second IF is buried underneath this cap. I got to take a real good look at that one. I don't think I have to take and mess with that, but you never know until you try. That one there is cooked. This one here is cooked. I'm gonna have to chew my butt real good on this one. So anyway, stay tuned. We're gonna have more of this destruction in the next video, as soon as I get the courage up. Stay tuned.